Hey there, everybody. It's that time again for some HIIT HIIT. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. Good to be back with y'all finally. It's been a while. Let's go ahead and get moving here first. We're going to be on the ground today. So the first thing that we're going to do is wake up these shoulders. So we're going to be in a quadruped position, and we're going to be getting the anterior portion of the shoulder, of the chest, things like that. So what I want you to do is reach that palm down to the ground, and then I want you to reach that front of the shoulder down to the ground too. So you see we're here on the knees. We're just getting that length through the shoulder, through the bicep, through the pec. Getting everything ready to move here. Get that shoulder down as low as you can. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'll show you from a different angle. So we have this side nice and straight. Other side straight, bringing that shoulder down with the palm down as well. And just stretch it out. Happy to be back and moving with everybody. Today, it's going to be a fun one. 3, 2, and 1. Release that. Okay, so we woke up the shoulder. Next thing that I want to do is get some movement through that spine. So we're here. We're in this quadruped position on all fours, and we're going to extend and then flex the spine like a cat-cow position in yoga. Flex, extend. You can see the head movements going on as well. Tucking that chin under, looking upward. All right, last few. 3, 2, and 1. Last thing that we're going to do, get moving in that hip so we can get the more intense stuff going. So what we're going to do is go into this push-up position. We're right here. We have this leg going up like a lunge. We reach up and get that rotation, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Forward and rotate. 2 more each side, 3 overall. Then we'll get to the fun stuff. Good. Reach and rotate. 1 more each side. Left and right. Very nice. Okay, so what we're going to do here in this first exercise, we're going to be down on the ground again, and we're going to go into a bear crawl. Just like we usually do, we're going to do 3 sets, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off, that 1-to-1 ratio. And for our bear crawl, let me show you what that's going to look like. We're going to be down on all fours, just like we were before. We go opposite arm, opposite leg, moving forward, and then moving backward. So I usually do about 4 to 6 reps forward and then back. Let me get my timer going so we stay on track. All right, so I'll walk you through it. We're gonna get that first set in 3, 2, 1. So we go opposite, opposite, nice straight arms, nice straight spine. Good, and then after you get 3 on each, you can come back. And those knees are just barely hovering, as you can see, okay? Full body movement. 2, 1, release. Nice work, and I did not forget my shoes in Mexico. If you were wondering, just nice to kind of grip the ground sometimes and feel it out with those toes. That's something I use really often when we talk about squats. Let's practice what we preach here. All right, going forward in 3, 2, 1. Opposite arm and leg. Knees just hovering. And when you run out of real estate like I just did, coming back. Good. 5 seconds, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Release. Kind of hard as you get a little fatigued to keep that core nice and tight, not straight line. Do the best you can. Only have 1 more set of these. Making sure that we get that functional core movement going. All right, go ahead and get set up. Final set here. 2, 1. Come on. Bear crawling forward. Good, and then take it back. Good, nice deliberate movements. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Before we get our first break, what we're gonna do, lay down flat on the ground, get a little bit more core movement going. So what it's gonna look like for this one, we're gonna do our dead bugs, but I want to focus on the lower body here. Don't worry about bringing the upper body into it. So when we get started, pushing that low back down against the ground. All right, so I feel those erectors pushing down. I can check my fingertips can't get underneath my back. That's what we want. And then the next thing that I want you to do is bring these knees at the hip or below, down like this. So they don't want to be tucked in right here. That's when everything turns off. Okay, what we're gonna do is just alternate extending as far as you can while keeping that low back on the ground, okay? So we'll get to that. You got about 10 seconds before we get there. Get mentally prepared for a little bit of core. All right, 3, 2, 1. You got that checklist filled out. Now we're just extending as much as possible. Don't go so far that your low back comes off the ground. Just extend as much as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Nice job. So this is a really good one because we're stabilizing through this lower back, through that lumbar spine, and we're actively moving through the hip too. That's why I picked it today. All right. Second set, go ahead and get ready. 3, 2, 1. Start moving. Extend straight out. Feel those abs. You can see my fingertips on my core. I like feeling when everything's active. If something turns off, I know that I need to kind of re-engage here. 3, 2, 1, release. We have one more set, and then we're going to get our first little water break, go into some lower body emphasis stuff. I will tell you, I'm really sore in that lower body, so sorry if I'm moving a little slower than usual. Let's get this third set. 3, 2, 1, let's move. Good, fully extend, keep that core tight. Low back is on. Lower portion of our spine is fused together. It's supposed to be nice and stable for us. 2, 1, release. You can pop up, grab some water. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna change that because I'm gonna use this wall behind me. Hopefully if you have a wall around you, you'll be able to utilize that because what we're gonna do next is a wall sit where we go to parallel. Our feet are gripping the ground right here. And then I want those arms straight forward. If you do not have a wall around you, go to the bottom of your squat position, wherever that may be, all right? And you're holding right there in that squat. Whichever is fine. We're gonna go 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, parallel, straight out, not holding on to those quads, that's cheating. Straight out here. Good, hold nice and tight. 3, 2, and 1, release. 1 of 3, waking up those quads through that isometric contraction is ready to roll. I missed this class. It's been a while. I've been out. I was getting married, getting hitched, honeymooning, all that good stuff, but I'm glad to be back with y'all. 3, 2, 1. We had a spa treatment while we were out there. And I've gotten massages before, but never like hydrotherapy and facials and things like that. I liked it. Self-care all day. 3, 2, 1. Obviously, fitness and just moving this vehicle that is your body is a portion of that, but there's so many ways that you can take care of yourself. It was kind of mind expanding. I really enjoyed it. All right, third set, final set of wall sits with me in 3, 2, 1. Hold strong through these thighs. Back is flat against that wall. Good, hold strong. No movement necessary, 5 seconds. 2, 1, release. All right, next one. Now we're moving dynamically, okay? So we woke up everything with that isometric contraction. Now we're just going into our squats, down and back up, down and back up like that. We're gonna get straight into it here in 7 seconds. So grip that ground just like I'm going to with my bare feet. 3, 2, 1. Hip, knee, and ankle moving together. As we come up, and I usually knock these out faster, but I haven't really been training. I did barbell back squats yesterday and I'm super sore. So speed it up if you can. 3, 2, 1. Felt good to get back under some weights though. Back to normal. All right, 10 seconds for this second set. Remember, grip that ground, hip, knee, and ankle moving simultaneously, hands out so we keep this chest and shoulders up, okay? 3, 2, 1, come on. Good, that flat back that we were talking about when we were doing our bear crawls, we were doing our dead bugs, doing our wall sits, applies to this as well. 3, 2, 1. So having that neutral spine throughout, those glutes kind of tight, that core engaged, that applies to just about every exercise that we do, especially if you're loaded up, if you're using dumbbells or a barbell. All right. Final set of squats. Let's knock them out. 2, 1. Get one more water break after this set. So far, so good. Nice work, y'all. Come on. Push, push, push. 2, 1. Grab some water. I'm going to do the same. It is September, but it's still hot here in Houston. Stay hydrated. And then for this next one, we just worked the quadriceps, the front portion of the legs. Now we're going to get the back portion of the legs, wake up the upper body. So what that's going to look like is we go out like a band pull apart. And I can actually show you that with a band, right? So our pull aparts, we go out like this. And then all we're going to do is stay in that position in the upper body, push those hips back, and then pull them forward. Stretching the hamstring here, squeezing the glute here. Okay, you can get 3 sets like that. Showing some love to that posterior chain down the back side. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. So we're not thinking about simply bending over, thinking about functional movement here at the hip. Not much going on at the knee. 2, 1. And I try to differentiate that to people squatting and hinging. That's what I always start with. You initiate that squat with the knee. You initiate this hip hinge with, guess what? The hip. All right. So get that pull apart position. Going in 3, 2, 1, hinging, coming back up. We hinge hundreds, if not thousands of times a day. Let's make sure that we do it correctly. That's why we do this stuff. 3, 2, and 1. Remember my grandma telling me when I was a kid, lift with your legs, not your back. Same type of deal. We're reinforcing that right here. Moving with the hips and pelvis instead of that upper spine. All right, last set of hinges. 3, 2, 1. Good job, y'all. Last one here. Then we only have one more exercise after this. We're gonna push it a little bit. Finish this one strong, 5 seconds. 2 and 1. So we got the back side of that upper body going a little bit, right? We're gonna get the front side of the upper body going, and we're gonna get that heart rate up here. So I'll change this up so you can see what's going on. We're gonna go into everybody's favorite, the burpee. So here, what you're gonna do is go down. You're gonna put your hands down to the ground. So you're gonna work that hinge that we just did. Both legs are coming back. Push up, legs forward, and then you do a little squat jump. So if it's faster, it's gonna look like this, back and up, okay? I'll do the first one nice and slow, and then as we get that momentum, we'll go faster. All right. We're gonna go here in 10 seconds. Moving that body, using lots of muscles on this one. 5. All right, 2, 1, down, feet back, push up, and then we go into that jump squat, okay? If you don't want to do that push up, just go into this high plank, squat jump. Always modifications here. 3, 2, 1. So if you want it to be lower impact, then just don't do that squat jump there at the end. If you can't do that full push up, you're just in that high plank. No worries. Just want to stay moving. Keep that heart rate up. All right, going in 5, 2, 1, come on. There we go. And now the pace is up. Three, 2, 1. Nice. All right, we just got one more. Doing great, everybody. Don't lose out on that squat form by getting forward on those toes. Make sure we have those nice flat feet throughout. We're going into our last set. All right, 3, 2, 1, come on. Stay with me, y'all, 10 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. All the way up. Get that last sip of water. We're going to cool it down. What a finisher. Been a while since we've hit those. All right, so you're here for the warm-up. We did that anterior through the shoulder, through the bicep, through the chest, right? We're going to do the opposite of that this time. So starting this quadruped position on the knees, we have our hands down. We're going to reach across with the palm up, bringing that shoulder down, and then pulling to that same side shoulder that's down on the ground. So you can see my torso shifted a little bit. Feel it all through the rear delts, through the back. Nice work. Same thing on the other side. Back side of this shoulder that we worked pretty hard. All the way down, and now leaning towards that same side shoulder. Getting that pull across. This is the nice part. This is the relaxing part. Everybody enjoys. 2 and 1. Speaking of relaxing, go ahead and lay on back. We got one more stretching exercise. What I want you to do is have your left leg on the ground, bent, and then you have your right leg up and over like so, okay? What we're gonna do is grab that left leg that was down. You're gonna pull it towards your torso as much as possible till you feel a big stretch on the outside of this right glute. Okay, lots of lower body stuff today. A lot of people are tight and weak through those glutes. Making sure we lengthen that area after we just strengthened it. Good, take a few deep breaths. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're just gonna switch that out and then get y'all out of here. So right leg is down, left leg up and over. Now we're gonna grab this thigh, pull it in close, feel that left glute, get that nice stretch that we want. Again, lay back, relax, a few deep breaths. One more deep breath. And release. Awesome job, everybody. I love how much we can get done here in 20 minutes. Thanks for joining me. I'm back in action. Happy to see y'all. I'll see you again tomorrow morning for Energize Your Day. See ya. Thanks, Ella. Yep, take care.